Why does it do that?
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society.
You're in violation of secure communication procedures, Commodore.
So we just went ahead and fixed the glitch.
There is no America. There is no democracy.
Our fifth objective, a new world order.
There are no nations. There are no languages. There are no Russians. There are no Arabs. There are no third worlds. There is no
Vast
West.
right-wing conspiracy.
What do you call it when the assassins accuse the assassin?
A new world order.
Thank you for plugging in to the Stones Unturned podcast.
Well, just a second there, Professor. We fixed the glitch.
I'm your host, Professor Thomas Henry Horan.
He reads everything.
Hello there, you lucky devils. You better bet your bippies he reads everything. He, of course, is I, the professor, also the royal we. There was a joke up here just a second ago. Hi, John. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Creepy Crawl. Hitting the hard stuff today. So I finally got Sunday's episode streamed last night. Did anybody watch it on the loop? I forgot to check and see if it was still looping. It's pretty long. I could not believe how long it was for something that I just checked into. When did I tell you about that? Monday? Because I had Sunday's episode ready to go, and I thought, my voice got a little rough again, and I thought, well, if I'm going to wait a day, I better just peek at Virginia Giuffre and her background and her circle, and boy, am I glad I did. If you haven't seen yesterday's premium episode, you need to see it. And then you need to see, you watched it twice? I hoped it was interesting. It knocked me out of my chair 2 or 3 times. That thing about the furniture stores and department stores and the whole garment industry thing, the whole textile industry thing, do you see? It's really not that big. It doesn't include everybody. But it always includes enough to keep itself going. Thanks, Medley. It was fun to put that one together because it was not only full of surprises, but they were surprises that just plugged right into this Christmas tree that I've been showing you. No, I didn't. How's that for clarity? No, John, I'm afraid I did not see Manny on Eric Hunley. Which one's Eric Hunley? Thanks, Kevin. Wait till you see Sundays. And I'll put that cherry on top. I'll show you what I found out about Karen Rogers. It's hilarious. It does look a lot better with me looking. Turn the camera around so it looks like I'm looking at the thing I'm looking at. I could do this. I think. Couldn't I? No. Yes, I could do this. Can I pop this out? Live now. Can I make this full screen? But see, there's a lag. So no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay. Which one's Eric Hunley again? I'm going to read some news here in a second. Let me see how many people approximately may or may not be watching. Upcoming, it should be on now. Okay. 2 concurrent viewers. Let me check the other one. Live. 6 concurrent viewers. Okay, that's not bad for a Thursday afternoon. Impromptu. If it's not 2 p.m. Sunday, it will be 6 p.m. Monday, because Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday, so. And I want to make sure, I'm going to pre-record that one. I want to make sure I get it right, blah, 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 blah. Whew. I'll read some news here in a second. And I know what caused the little technical glitch yesterday, made the stream start a little late. I know how to avoid that next time. I have to end the pregame before the autoplay starts. But I can't manually play it. It has to be a scheduled stream. So there will always be about a 1 to 2 minute break before it starts on the premium channel until I figure out a better solution. I thought I had it all figured out. But I'll keep tweaking those sorts of things. I discovered that feature. It will loop. It'll loop all night after the first live stream. I kind of like that. Yeah, I thought all of that just blew my wig right off. I couldn't believe it. And it fits right into this pattern that I thought I was seeing anyway. And I think you're all starting to see it. Well, let me bring up some news. Elon Musk opens new front in Disney fight. Musk, the billionaire owner of Twitter, basically, he calls it something else. No one's calling it that. Is soliciting people who want to sue Disney for discrimination. He's willing to help pay for their cases. You know, the woke crowd, the Disney left coast people have been doing this for years. They bankrolled Lee Jean Carroll's cases against Trump. They started it. I don't know who started it. I don't even care. I know a lot of you are not fans of Elon Musk for whatever reason. Some of you would bitch if we hung you with a new rope. Let's face it. But I think it's interesting. They all take their money and we're ending world hunger. There is no world hunger. There's local hunger. It's all politics. There's no world hunger. We're ending blah, blah, blah. He takes his money and does other things with it. Blah, blah, blah. Well, we're going to withdraw our ads from Twitter. And he's like, good, now I know who's doing what here. And he had a point. So, Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey nominates former romantic partner, in other words, former girlfriend, her lesbian girlfriend, not that it matters, to the state Supreme Court. She nominates her former girlfriend to the state Supreme Court. I won't make you Google what political party she belongs to. And Fox News isn't making a big deal out of it.
Small business owners who want to save time and money should go to Buyburg.
Maura Healey. Now I'm curious. Why isn't Fox News mentioning her political party? Member of the Democratic Party. Okay. I just wanted to double check that. I don't mean to stereotype all clamsuckers as automatically belonging to the somewhat more sinister party, as the Romans would say, the left-hand party. The left wing of this particular turkey we're all shackled to, called America. Benjamin Franklin was right. The turkey is our national bird. Left wing, right wing, it's all turkey skin. Preteen boy dies one day after enrolling in controversial North Carolina therapy camp. What is it called? I have not had time to look into this. He arrived at the camp less than 24 hours prior to his death. Maybe I shouldn't mention it on the air. You can find out pretty easily. Wilderness therapy for teens. Let me get a slide of this before they delete that. This sounds familiar. Who knows? Maybe that's the greatest thing since Disneyland. Hold on a minute. Let me just let's be safe rather than sorry. Is there any other dirt about this place we should all be aware of? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Oh, Nathan? Because I had scheduled the live premiere of a pre-recorded video on the premium channel. So when that, I can't stream 2 streams at once on the package I'm paying for. Although you'd think from what I'm paying, I could. So it cut off the first one that was going out live so it could switch to the one that was scheduled for 6 p.m., which still didn't start correctly. So I know I need to end this pregame stream a minute before the premium live premiere will go off. Is that clear as mud? Does that satisfy your morbid curiosity? Does it look like I'm looking at you, or does it look like I'm looking over there? Am I looking past you? I think it looks like I'm looking past you. I need to move. I need to move that right there. Is that a little better? Which eye do I look at? Carano? Okay. Isn't this fun? What did I just do? What did I just do? No. So much for privacy. Everybody knows something simple and stupid. It's so condescending. It's so condescending. I don't like. I will condescend, and I don't like being condescended to. Right? It's like trying to tell a chef how to cook an omelet. Right? I don't care for it. I don't care to be condescended to. I can dish it out, but I can't take it. And that's the most condescending thing. And take it from an expert on condescension. Because remember, Slade Sommer worked at that summer camp for out-of-state children, preteen children. An autopsy revealed that the child's death appeared suspicious and not natural. They're admitting that something's... Now, they'll change their story probably by tomorrow. You can't see that. I'm on radio. But I don't necessarily need you to watch me plagiarize this entire article and call it a footnote. Avert your eyes. You see nothing. You hear nothing. You know nothing. I'm putting it in the footnotes. If that makes you feel any better. There. I just incriminated myself. Call Harvard. Tell them. Cast suspicion on this guy. These look like kids whose parents can afford this shit. This looks like that school that Mark Rosen attended with Frank Sinatra Jr. and that other crazy broad. The one who jumped out the window with a little help from her friends. Camp's not cooperating with police. Several staff members have been put on leave. I mean, it looks like a great idea. Have they had any other problems? Well, it doesn't look like they're averse to a little publicity. The chatbot is operating. I should ask them, where'd you hide the goof? Don't you do it either. All right, raise your right hands and repeat after me. I hereby swear on Tom Voight's credit report that I will not in any way poke, prod, prank, snoop, sniff any of these people without the express written consent of the professor. And when I need you people to poke somebody, I'll let you know. And it won't be some subtle, don't look for subtle, I'll tell you explicitly. Email this person, call them up, they answer the phone, just say, where'd you hide the goof? Write down anything they say. Lake Toxaway? That doesn't sound made up. The Sky's the Limit Fund. This is what I'm looking for. Who pays for this? Who pays for this? Once again, tend to your own beeswax for a minute. I'm on YouTube's last nerve right now. So, Sky's the Limit Fund. Partner with 12 programs from Hawaii to Maine. About. Board of Directors. Growing up in Boulder, Colorado. A child who attended rehab and treatment. Dual diagnosis facility for PTSD and alcohol and drug addiction. Well, these aren't celebrity dabblers on the board of directors of this foundation. These people. Certified parent coach, certified parent coach, certified parent coach. School psychologist. They have all experts in the field on their board of directors. They got their impact report. Candid's 2023 Platinum Transparency Award. Top-rated nonprofit, 2023. But how much competition are we talking about here? I don't mean to sound cynical. Pay no attention to the fez. But I am cynical. Oh, look, they've got documented results and everything. Unlock nonprofit financial insights that will help you make more informed decisions. Try our monthly plan today. Analyze a variety of pre-calculated financial metrics. Access beautifully interactive analysis and comparison tools. Compare nonprofit financials to similar organizations. Avoid ripoffs. Send $10. They'll teach you how to do this. I wouldn't mind working for them. I want to learn more about grant writing. I've helped people write grants, and I know a lot about it. I had a mentor who taught me a lot about it, but I just don't have enough grants under my belt to really go out and sell myself as a grant writer. And everybody I know is dead. So I don't know. I don't have any connections. This looks way more legit than Country Roads Foundation. Country Roads is just poor kids from Brooklyn. This place looks like you need a note from your doctor and maybe a court order to go to. So maybe the kid... Milpitas, California. Sky's the Limit Fund. Sorry if this is boring. Sorry, not sorry. Five-star rating. Seventeen-year-old died there in 2014. Unbelievably cruel. But you got to understand, some of the kids who get sent to camps like this, they're sociopaths who are going to lie. I don't teach people under the age of 18 because that's the problem. But they are in North Carolina, which... I'm not seeing a lot of neutral sites talking about them. ProPublica. Revenue, $2.8 million. Total assets, $2.1 million. Liabilities, under $12,000. In 2019, of course, everybody took a hit. Well, no, it looks like it's the other way around. They weren't doing that great until COVID was over. Now they've shot through the roof. They've gone from $600,000 a year in revenue in 2019, less than $800,000 in revenue, and they lost money in 2019. 2020 revenue shot up to $1.2 million with a net income of $220,000. 2021, $1.9 million with a net income of $686,000. 2022, $2.8 million in revenue with a net income of $450,000. But that works with a lot of camps. But you know, Straight Incorporated was the same thing. They're just run by a bunch of Scientology graduates. Straight Incorporated was another one. Narcodon was another one. This sounds like a Narcodon or a Straight Incorporated. Now, they don't brag about spare the rod, spoil the child on their website. CARF accreditation renewal? What's CARF accreditation? CARF is an independent nonprofit accreditor of health and human services. They look legit. See, all this is crap that Kent Power didn't have. They didn't have none of this. But we'll keep an eye on the case for sure. I see a lot of their marketing out there, but I don't see any reviews. Columbia University, August 14th, 2023. Trails Carolina Horror Stories. An in-depth investigation to unearth the shadows by blogger. Columbia University. Rising storm of allegations. Emotional neglect of physical maltreatment. Almost nothing. This is August 2023. "17 reviews on Yelp. If you can't trust Yelp reviews, $600 a day. I was there 59 days and it was around $20,000. How much does the fund put up? Here's a bad review. Only had 3 showers in 96 days. No visitation. You can take you can withdraw the child, but there's no visiting day for parents. Some kids probably need this. Some kids, this is probably a last resort. However, they do not rush them, so it can take up to 100 days. Yeah, well, it's $600 a day. Why would you rush them? Well, I'm afraid Timmy needs a lot more time in the woodpile. He needs a lot more time picking up pine cones or picking... The daisies are about to come up, and I'm afraid he needs several weeks of picking daisies. Minimum 45 days, which makes sense. Now here's a glowing review. I was beaten, starved, and abused for 91 days. Staff refused to let us go to the bathroom. We saw a therapist once a week for 15 minutes. Now, these are all bad reviews. You can kind of tell that the good reviews are professionally written. Here's a parent giving them a bad review. They charge you tens of thousands of dollars. Lice, pinworms. No, these are mostly bad reviews. Yeah, it just looks like the positive review. Like there's no 3-star reviews. It's either 5 stars or people saying, I wish I could leave less than 1 star. So, it's one of those places. Okay. We'll look into it further. Fannie Willis admits a personal relationship with the Trump special prosecutor in the whole voting fraud thing. Married Virginia teacher faces up to 50 years in prison after sex crimes with student at his home. This is getting to be an epidemic. This wasn't some 16, 18-year-old football player. This was an 11, 12-year-old boy, 14-year-old. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Perfectly symmetrical facial features. Perfectly symmetrical facial features. Like eerily symmetrical facial features. Where's the remorse? Where's the shame? Where's the embarrassment? Look at her cheeks. Their cheeks are as white as snow. She's not even embarrassed. It's spelled Sociopath. Sociopath. Look. She's wearing no makeup. Her eyebrows are symmetrical. Nobody's eyebrows are naturally symmetrical. Nobody's. Look at this broad. 25 years old. Florida art teacher allegedly filmed sex acts with her 8th grade student in hotel and car. This is getting to be a trend. Mary Jo Gordo. And again. Look. 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 Look, special ed teacher. Look. No remorse. No embarrassment. Look at this broad. Look. Now her eyebrows are not symmetrical, but look at the rest of her face. No guilt, no embarrassment, no remorse, no shame. Can I get out? Full screen mode. There we go. Oh, the more videos of the corpse. Oh, this. I hope I don't get a copyright thing for this. This is the late, great Little Richard.
I'm not conceited. I'm convinced.
Yeah, that's my new. I'm gonna have that on my engraved on my tombstone. I'm not conceited. I'm convinced. Yeah, the ref called a foul because Michael Jordan said so. I'm not even going to dignify him by playing that. I don't hate Michael Jordan. He's just overhyped. And it is part of the marketing campaign. Yeah, it's a joke. And it doesn't get paid enough. Al Bundy. Okay, Oprah Winfrey has deactivated her Instagram comments. This development follows the unsealing of documents related to Jeffrey Epstein. In 2022, Oprah Winfrey's close friend Jerry Harris was sentenced to 12 years in prison on child rape crimes. This is from the TV show Cheer, right? 2 people involved in that show so far have been convicted, right? Remember, her real name is Oprah Gail Winfrey. Why does that matter? Does anybody know why it matters that her real name is Oprah Gail Winfrey? Like, how is that a bad... How is... And that will prove that she's guilty. I have mixed feelings about Oprah. Remember, she herself is a survivor. And Gail King share a friendship? Yeah, I'm sure she is probably more or less a clam sucker. I understand this. They met when Oprah was getting started in TV. With her Gail is spelled differently, but I get the point. But what's that? What does that prove? What does that prove? This is not just a player piano. I can't play the audio. It plays the violin too. Also, it's one of those, I think it's like the Blue Danube Waltz or something. It's one of those, you're just so sick of it. But it plays them. It's a whole string octet, or something. Wasn't that exciting? Let's see. Oh, Hunter Biden writing on Air Chopper 1 and not being on the passenger list. Did you see that? Have you seen this machine that automatically folds and launches paper airplanes? Have you seen this? Watch this. This is outstanding. This deserves a Nobel Prize. I don't remember what this one was. Oh, a man in his 50s stabbed 5 people outside of a school in Dublin, Ireland. And they're saying, well, he's not an immigrant. Well, he was an immigrant. He'd just been there for a long time living on welfare in Dublin. Yeah. Banks targeted Trump terms under orders from the Department of Homeland Security. Philly U.S. attorney with ties to Biden's accused of retaliating against Hunter Biden prosecutor. Yeah, this episode of Barney Miller where the guy talks about the Illuminati. Okay, I think this is where we came in yesterday, or left off yesterday. Fake transcripts of the Carlson-Putin interview? Born in Kosciuszko, Mississippi. Ran away from home at 13. Baby supposedly died after birth at 14. Began to steal from her mother. Okay. Anything else? So if you haven't seen the latest premium episode, it's a howdy do for sure. It's about Virginia Giuffre. You would not believe what we found out about Virginia Giuffre. So, not that I'm discrediting her story in the slightest. But I'm telling you, these girls have been groomed since birth and fed into this machine. And this... So if the next episode isn't Sunday, because I know it's Super Bowl Sunday, if I'm not ready by 2, for whatever reason, then it will be Monday evening. So I'll either see you Sunday or Monday. I might even stream Sunday, even if there's no... I don't know if you guys like this or not. I love it. So, without further ado, adieu. I'm Professor Thomas Henry Horan, asking you to please stay plugged in to the Stones Unturned podcast.
He reads everything.
Thanks, everybody. Good night. God bless. Spay and neuter your cannibals, and I'll see you this weekend.